guys, what's up? What is good? What is going on? It's me, Kitty on a Leash here. And today I just wanted to go ahead and give a brief little review on Anime Central 2017. ACEN! Oh my gosh, I love ACEN so much. It is like the convention I go to every single year. And just a brief little overview. I have been going to Anime Central ever since 2009. So it's always been a blast. This is the first anime convention I've ever been to. Probably my first convention overall ever. It's like literally the first convention I've ever been to. And you know, I just love going to ACEN. I love the cosplays. I love that it's close but not too close because I live closer towards Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And so we do have Anime Milwaukee, which happened earlier this year, but when it comes to Anime Central, the largest anime convention in the Midwest, it's just like, come on, like it's ACEN, it's huge, you have to go. So this year was no different. I went, me and the manga man went, and we had a pretty good time, but I do want to say that overall, Anime Central has been kind of declining a little bit for me personally. There's quite a few things that I want to get into about ACEN, so anyway, let's just go ahead and talk about the experience overall. So Friday was probably the coolest day. Me and Manga Man went, and you can check out his channel. He's gonna have like a full vlog on there as well as a review that we both did together at ACEN this year. So anyway, Friday was a pretty cool day. We got to ACEN, did a few things. We got to meet some really cool guests. He really wanted to meet Tony Oliver, who has directed and worked on a few of the Lupin films and I think a little bit of the series. So we got to meet him. He's a really cool voice actor, and he was a really cool, genuine dude. He was really cool. Then we got to meet Nobishin, who is the guy with Afro, and I've always seen him like around, but like I never really knew who he was. And so of course with Manga Man being Lupin and me as Fujiko that day, there's absolutely no reason as to why we need to miss this panel. As for the lineup of voice actresses, actors, industry people and stuff, I don't know, guys, like there wasn't anyone really on the list that really caught my eye. I kid you not, looking through like the whole list of guests, there was nobody that I recognized. I want to say that Alexis Tipton was there, and she does the voice of Saya from Blood Sea, which I love. I love Blood Sea and Blood Plus. I just love the blood animes in general. She was there, but I want to say that her panel fell like right in between Tony Oliver's, and I was just kind of like, I only know her for this one role. I did kind of want to show her my Saya from Blood Sea cosplay, but that's about it. Other than that, I don't know, I just feel like ACEN overall with their like voice actors and stuff was just, it was kind of lacking this year. And maybe it's just because, I don't know, maybe it's just because I just didn't know that many voice actors on the list of voice actors. Whatever. But anyway, the two that I did get to meet were pretty awesome. Now, cool things about ACEN this year. Bang Zoom was there. To those who don't know what Bang Zoom is like one of the biggest voice acting companies in LA. So Bang Zoom was down there, and they were holding open auditions. So anybody could go there, wait in line, and read voices from script. And I think, honestly, I was like one lucky person was going to be flying all the way out to LA to do a role. So I thought that was really neat. I'm kind of interested in maybe voice acting, but as for like anime and such, like nah. There's so many other people out there that will definitely be able to do that. So I thought that was really neat, and they were doing these voice acting auditions in the middle of the exhibitors hall. So you could hear people giving their best out there on the microphone. So I thought that was really cool that Anime Central was able to bring in Bang Zoom. Funimation was there as always. I love their panels. I was a little disappointed though because I believe they said they'd have prizes there, and like they only gave out like 2, and the questions were super hard. Like they listed off like a big list of their stuff coming out this year for Funimation. And I want to say, like, these 2 people were like, me, I got the answer, I remember. And I was just like, what? Like, no. Anyway, Aniplex at Anime Midwest did, or not Anime Midwest, Anime Milwaukee was fantastic because, as you guys know, I won a really cool Sword Art Online wallet that year. Oh, it was awesome. So, anyway, yep, Funimation was a really good panel that we got to go and see. They also had Aniplex that was there. That was a panel we didn't get to make it to. And we also got to make it to the Crunchyroll panel, which was really fun as well. I just want to say thanks to ACEN for being able to pull in these big name studios and such. But I just want to see more. Like, I want more companies coming out just to meet with us, because we're talking about ACEN. It's considered the largest anime convention in the Midwest. So I feel like they gotta kind of step it up, because Anime Milwaukee also had Aniplex and some other industry companies there. Anime Midwest, which is next month in July, they have Studio Trigger coming. Like, oh, I love it. I just love Kill la Kill. We did stop in at a Phoenix Wright panel. And it was kind of like, if anyone who's ever played the Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright games, this would have been really fun for you. But you came in and the panel had like, basically they created a scenario and you all had to work together to kind of like pick out evidence and draw clues into figuring out who murdered who and what happened and why. But the sad thing is that we got into that panel really late. So we didn't get to catch on to anything. So for next year, a really good idea for that panel in particular is to just have printouts so people can pick them up when you come into the panel a little late. And I know it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, geez, you should have been there when they started. I know, but it's a convention. Like, we're all doing different things at different times. So, yeah, but we stopped in there for like 10 minutes and we were just so lost we had to leave. ACEN had a lot of K-pop panels this year, which was really exciting for me because I am really big into K-pop right now. I love K-pop, especially Super Junior. Oh, I love them so much. And EXO. But anyway, so there were quite a few K-pop dance panels and K-pop trivia panels I kind of wanted to go to, but everything fell between the Tony Oliver and Nobishen panel time, so I didn't really get to. But yeah, all in all, Friday was a pretty good day. The exhibit hall, 10 out of 10. You guys do great work there. Artist Alley had its own like private area section, so I actually like the layout. I heard some people kind of complaining about like, oh, you know, the artists should be mixed in with the exhibitors. Like, why do they do that? But I like it that way. You know, I like visiting and shopping at both areas, the exhibitor hall as well as Artist Alley. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good idea on ACEN. So that's mostly our Friday. Now Saturday. Saturday was really fun too. We mostly spent a lot of our time in the exhibit hall. This is like our shopping day. Overall, we did a lot of shopping, like a lot. I'll show you all the stuff I got in a little bit. But, so we went to Artist Alley. I met my friend in real life, Ryu Mega. Like, you guys probably remember him. Like, he's done the voice in my Fragdoll Cadet video. And I've also played Call of Duty with him and all these other fun games and stuff. That's my homie. I've known him since like 2009. He's like one of my first Xbox friends. And I met him in real life. Like, he exists. He's not fake. He's real. So, that was really awesome, being able to meet him in person, and I got to meet his friends, and he got to meet my boyfriend, and it was just a really good time. So shout outs to Ryu Mega. Check out his YouTube channel. I'll put a link down there below somewhere. But yeah, that's my homie. Okay. So anyway, moving along with all the other things that we did on Saturday. Now, one thing I do want to say about ACEN is that a lot of the panels that I wanted to go to either got canceled, either conflicted with other big panels, so they didn't even have a chance, or I don't know, I just didn't really get to make it to them. But anyway, there was a panel I really wanted to go. It was like the Black Otaku panel, and I like bringing diversity into like the world of anime and video games and all that. If there's anything that's like, you know, diversity, anything, like I want to be a part of that, because I'm a minority in this world and I just want to be a part of it. So I was really sad to see that panel was canceled. There was a K-pop panel that was canceled that I wanted to go to, and crap, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. Some type of gaming thing that was canceled. Oh, I know what it was. It was fighting games, like Japanese fighting games panel. That was canceled. And you know, you guys make it really hard for people to want to spend $70 to go to these panels when everything you really wanted to do got canceled. So that was definitely one of the biggest bummers of the convention, was that a lot of the panels I really wanted to go to were canceled. Why? Or they were so late. There was a Junji Ito panel that I really wanted to go to because I love him, and it was literally at like 12:45 a.m. If I'm walking around the convention all day, do I really want to stay up for this 12 a.m. panel about horror manga? No. So I'm really sorry to say that, but it was a little bit too late. I feel like ACEN should do a little bit more diversity during the day. Like, I understand they want to keep the more M-rated stuff for the nighttime, but I don't know. I just feel like that should be a cutoff time. 12, after 12, like, let's just focus on showing anime and manga and hentai and all that stuff. But don't put Junji Ito that far down, because I want to go. I want to go and see that panel. Of course, the real Junji Ito wasn't there, but I still wanted to meet other Junji Ito fans. So, another big highlight was ACEN Prom. Anime Central Prom was amazing. For the 20th year anniversary, they decided to go with a jazz theme for prom. I got this beautiful flapper style dress, and I got to wear it here with the manga man. And everybody loved it. They were just like coming up to me and like, oh, your dress is so beautiful. Like, where'd you get that from? It's so cute. And I just felt so beautiful, and I had so much fun. Prom was awesome. They always do an amazing job. If you do go to ACEN and you're with someone special or just friends and you want to have a dancing experience outside of the rave and the soap bubble, I highly recommend the formal dance. Just get all dressed up, go with your girl or your guy, whatever, and have a really fun time. So the only big complaint that I had was the music. The music this year at ACEN Prom was just, it was decent. It was not that good. It was not that good, okay? They played a few songs that, you know, we liked and were able to dance around to. But then, you know, they obviously had to mix in some nerdy stuff. So they played the Pokemon theme, which I love. I always love when they play the Pokemon theme, because they do it every year. They played the theme to Cowboy Bebop. Out of nowhere, they played the theme to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They played, this is where it got a little corny. They played the song from Enchanted, where it's like, how do you know that you love her? Why would you play that? Okay, we can't dance to that. How am I supposed to twerk to that song? Okay, we can't do it. Okay, please get the music situation under control, DJ Squid Hat. I'm calling you out because you were there. I remember your name. Okay? Yes. So they played that, and we were just kind of sitting there like, okay. This is the point where we like sat down at the tables and we're just kind of just waiting for this song to end. It's not a bad song, but nobody wants to dance to it, okay? I don't know. Maybe it was a request. And then, guys, that wasn't even the worst of it. They played Kelly Clarkson Walk Away at ACEN prom. Okay, how do you dance to that? I don't know. I just thought that the music was just not all that great this year. So hopefully they can adjust that next year, because I want it to be better. We both sent requests in for a song. I sent a request for him to play WTF by Missy Elliott because I love Missy Elliott and I love to dance to that. Never got to it. Dan requested the Loop on the Third theme. Never got to it. So I don't know. I mean, some of the songs were lame. He cut off Gangnam Style in the middle when everyone was getting really into it. I don't know why. I don't know if there's something up with like the music and what songs they can play to an extent or whatever. I just don't know. But the DJ was not... We can do better next year, I think. Yeah? Okay, cool. Now, let's just talk about the vendor's room. The vendor's room was amazing. They had so much free stuff. I kid you not, so much free stuff. I absolutely loved it. I got some amazing posters. I've got a couple of them up here. They had these 3 Boruto posters. There's one here, there's one up here, you can't really see. I got this really awesome Dragon Ball Z poster from another booth for free. I've got some other free things. These I love. This is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and this is from One Punch Man. Okay. So yeah, I just thought these were really cool. I was like fanning myself because I get hot. If you guys haven't noticed, I get really hot and sweaty very easily. So this was just like, they made these just for me probably. So anyway, they had amazing stuff. I at least walked out of there with probably like 20 different posters and free manga, of course, and the manga samplers, which they always do every single year. So yeah, I mean, the selection was really, really good on free stuff this year. One of the big things I do want to say about Anime Central is that they have competition. Okay, Anime Milwaukee. What did I do there? I went to the Aniplex panel. They had Chris Sabat is like one of my favorite voice actors ever. I love him so much. And I got to interview him for SheAttack.com, as you guys remember. And he is just like one of the coolest guys ever. But he was at Anime Midwest, but not Anime Central. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because he's working on Super right now. But yeah, like get some bigger voice actors that a lot of people know. And, you know, like I said, you've got competition coming. Anime Midwest, like last year, the voice actor of Steven Universe was there. This year, Baby Metal is gonna be there. Yes, Baby Metal. They will be performing, as well as Lady Beard, who I love. I love him. Studio Trigger is gonna be there. Like, so many cool voice actors and actresses are gonna be at Anime Midwest this year, and I hate to say it, but they're kicking your butt right now, ACEN. I'm probably gonna attend maybe for like a day or so, and we'll just see how it's gonna go. But you know, I need ACEN to kind of just step it up just a little bit more, because these tickets are not cheap. When you buy them at the last minute, they're $70, which is what we spent on the tickets. I don't regret going, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we could have maybe just did a day. We could have just went maybe just Friday or maybe just Saturday. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you got to do so much better because people are really looking up to you, and we love ACEN and we don't want it to go anywhere, but it's hard to support when you just aren't going up as much as we want you to. So I don't know, this is my little nitpick with ACEN. I didn't have too many qualms at all. So, pluses of Anime Central this year. This year, they finally listened to us. And improved the game room. The game room was not in that crunched little spot under the stairs in the Hyatt this year. It was actually in the Donald E. Stevens Center convention area. And was it in the ballroom? It might have been in one of the ballrooms. But anyway, the gaming area was huge. One of the things I absolutely loved about Anime Milwaukee this year was the game room. It was huge. They had a huge rock band stage. They had tables for days, like every console you could even think of, including like old school NES, Super, like Nintendo, Sega Genesis, like everything was there. And I loved it. Well, ACEN took a pointer from Anime Midwest, or Anime Milwaukee. I keep saying Anime Midwest. And they did the same thing. There was a rock band stage. They had DDR. They had, oh my god, they had everything that I wanted there. And most importantly, you could bring your bags into the game room. This was the biggest issue for me ever since I've been going to ACEN in 2009. They would not let you into the gaming room if you had bags, or you had to leave them in a pile at the front door, and that's not going to happen with me. Like, I have personal stuff in here. Not everybody is camped out in the Hyatt to the point where they can come back and forth easily and just drop all their stuff off in a room. We can't. So I'm really glad that ACEN stepped it up in that department. So 10 out of 10 ACEN for your game room. You did a great job this year. Please keep it up. I want to go ahead and talk to the downs or things I think could really be improved with Anime Central. Number one, they need more volunteers and more staff. I know it's hard because so many people volunteer. So it kind of just depends on how many people are interested in doing it, and then how many people aren't interested or whatever. So I don't know. I feel like Friday was a little bit disorganized. When we got there, there was a line to, you know how they have the typical will call, badge registration areas. And then they had a different table where you could get your program and your bags. So we're standing in line for a good 10 minutes or so, maybe 11. And when we get to the front of the line, the guy says, badges, where are your badges? There was no sign that said you need your badge to get your bag and get the program. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but we felt really stupid after that. So then we had to go to will call, get our badges. That line was a breeze. Like, they really make registering and getting your badges so much better than it was like back in the day. I remember waiting in line for like an hour and a half just to get your badge. So anyway, nice job on registration. I love it. So we get our badge. Then we have to go all the way back to this table. Now, there were some pretty big lines at the table, and there was a little short line. So what do? We hop on over to the little short line. And once we get up to the table, the guy behind the table handing out the really nice big bags and stuff, he literally said, well, this is actually not a line. I don't know why you guys are standing here. I don't know who started this line. It's not a line. Sorry. And at this point, I was just like, you know what? Forget it. I have guidebook. I can look at the schedule on my phone. I don't need a physical thing. Yes, the bags are hella cute. They're like those oversized gigantic bags, and they had 2 straps so you could wear it as a backpack. And I wanted one because it had Hestia on it from Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, because she got the big boobs. But guys, I was literally just gonna be like, hey, forget it, like, we're gonna go into the convention. And the guy was like, okay, wait, what bags do you guys want? I'll get them for you. So that was really sweet of him to just go ahead and get us a bag, even though we waited in the first line for 15 minutes and then we had to go get our badges and then we came back to the short line, which wasn't really a line. So that was embarrassing. But anyway, he was really nice enough to go ahead and just give us the bags. So I thought that was really nice that ACEN gave us these really nice bags, but they broke. They were pretty cheap bags. Yes, they were free. Can I complain? I mean, some people might have had a lot of stuff in there, and then their bag's broken, and then they can't function right with the bag broken. I don't know. I really wish that it didn't break, because I would have worn it to the convention for Saturday as well, but it broke. Boyfriend's bag broke as well. His bag broke even worse than I did, and I had even more stuff in my bag. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the other downs. Another big issue I had was just with the volunteers and the lack of staff. There were quite a few instances where they should have had staff present somewhere. Like the two panels we went to, when we went to see Tony Oliver and Nobishin, there was usually, when you go to a panel, they have the doors closed, and then there's, the staff member at the door, and the doors do not open until the panel starts, right? No, this year they had the doors just completely open, so you could walk into whatever panel, whenever. The poor guests had to come in and set up while everybody's sitting in front of them like, oh, we're excited to see your panel. I just think they should have had someone there at the doors helping people, and just keeping it closed off until the guests were there and they were ready to let people in. I just thought it was a little tacky. And I don't know if it's just because it was Friday, there weren't that many people at the convention in general. I don't know what the reason was, but they really could have done a little bit of a better job with that. Another big issue was that we were walking through the skywalk and there was a guy who was like holding his eye like this, and it was like cut, like up here was all cut, and he was like bleeding. He had blood dripping down his hand. And it's like, okay, what the hell? It's Saturday night. The soap bubble is usually crazy, because to anyone who doesn't know, ACEN has two really big dances. One, they have the rave, which is called Hardcore Synergy, and then they have the soap bubble on Saturday night. And there are a lot of people that literally just come to Anime Central for the raves and for the dances. So you get some people that are like drunk, crazy people, party kids, that they're not even at the convention during the day. They come in the night just to party, do drugs, drink whatever. Those are the type of people I stay away from. And at the end of the night, you're all kind of mixing, because you're trying to get somewhere, they're trying to get somewhere. But anyway, I don't know if this guy was drunk. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was attacked or what, but he's walking through the skywalk, and the skywalk is this tight, enclosed area. So he's walking through the skywalk, and we didn't realize it. But when we started to walk, because we went to one parking lot, which was the wrong parking lot, and then we had to walk all the way back through the skywalk to get to another parking lot where my car was parked. And as we're walking back, there's a trail of blood. Like, this literally had to be maybe the length of like half a block through the skywalk. Yes, half a block through the skywalk of blood drippings on the floor. Bloodborne pathogens. Like, this is so bad. Like, you can't just be bleeding in the skywalk. Ugh. It was a little frustrating. It's like, and it was about 10 minutes between us walking back and forth through there. And, it seems like somebody would have been able to clean it up. A staff member, a con member, or whatever should have been able to respond to that quickly. But again, like I said, staff was nowhere to be found. Like, throughout the whole convention, we may have seen like 3 staff members, and we were there all Saturday and all Friday. We just need more, like just a little bit more. And it would help if they had, like, I guess, more incentives for being volunteers or staff members. So I don't know. I just think that ACEN should really keep up with that, considering that there's so many people that go to this convention. There's going to be a lot of issues that happen like that. Alright, so all in all, Anime Central's 20th anniversary was okay. Like, it was decent. I feel like they definitely have a lot of competition coming up, and for $70 a ticket, I just feel like a little bit more could have happened. I want to see Anime Central bringing in bigger guests that we all know and love. You know, like, we shouldn't have to search for, like, what did this person do? Or what did this singer sing? Like, I want people that I'm going to know right off the bat. You know? So, again, like, you gotta step it up, ACEN. I really don't know if I'm going to go a full weekend next year, just because of my experience with the past 2 years. They have just been decent. And I hate to say that because I've been a long-term ACEN fan, but right now it's not going that well. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing some of the stuff that I got from ACEN, I will have that in another video, probably like tomorrow or whenever. I'll start to record that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this Anime Central review video. Please check out the Manga Man's video. We do explain a little bit more there and show off our stuff that we got. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about ACEN and Anime Central. Let me know if you've ever been. What did you think? Did you go this year? How was it? And yeah, so till next time, guys. Bye!